And joining me now is the first of my guests tonight, Asaduddin Owaisi, the AIMIM chief who's been speaking out strongly against the Pakistani establishment. Mr. Owaisi, appreciate your joining us. You've come out very strongly against Pakistan and the horrific terror attack in Pahalgam. If today Pakistan Army Chief General Asim Munir, who's repeatedly talking about the two-nation theory, was in front of you, what would you, Mr. Owaisi, tell General Asim Munir of Pakistan?
Well, I would have told him that you're a failed state, and I would have reminded him that historically, if you see, there were two countries were formed on the basis of religion. One was Israel and other is Pakistan, and both of them are failed states. They have human rights, they abuse human rights, they don't have equality over there. And I would have told the ISI chief that what you have told is complete nonsense, and you dare not put forward all these question marks about the loyalty of any Indian Muslim, because we have decided our fate. Our elders have decided rightfully that we have rejected the theory of two nation, and we continue to believe in that. So there is no need for any ISI chief to try to provoke things over here.
You know, you just mentioned there, Mr. Owaisi, do not question the loyalty of the Indian Muslim. Do you feel angry that you have to undergo a loyalty test almost every time such a terror attack takes place, particularly of the kind in Pahalgam where the religion of the victims were identified before they were killed? Do you feel a certain pressure to prove your loyalty in a way to the country?
No, I see whatever I have said it because I am a Indian Muslim. I have taken oath on the Indian Constitution, and I take pride in being an Indian. So there is no such pressure on me that, oh, I am a Muslim, so I'll have to react, I'll have to say what I have said. And unfortunately, many of people who don't know me very closely have called me, so I tried to explain to them that it is not a matter of pressure, it is not a matter of what is happening in our country. It is me as an Indian who have to rise up to such occasions when terrorists come into our country, segregate people, and in front of their wife, children, kill Indians just because they happen to be following Hindu religion. Now that in itself is quite hurtful to me, and it is very painful to me. And I'm sure those families who have lost their loved ones, they will carry this scar for the rest of their lives. So this is the least which we can do as a member of parliament. And I've also said the same thing, Rajdeep, when I happened to be in Pakistan in 2012 and 13. So this is not new to me. People who don't know me, they are either happy and then tomorrow they will start abusing me also. But that is not the point. The point is, as an Indian, whether you call it my pride, my love for this country, do not allow me to keep quiet and allow such people to talk rubbish, nonsense, lies and promoting terrorism in our country.
You know, you wore a black band, Mr. Owaisi. You distributed black armbands at the mosque before Friday prayers last week, urged others also to wear a black band as a mark of protest against Pahalgam terror. Do you believe that this is an occasion for Indian Muslims have to stand up in this manner and be counted? As I said, there will be those who keep questioning your loyalty, and does that, again, put you in a spot, in a difficult space?
Rajdeep, you see, I don't care two hoots about people who question the loyalty of Indian Muslims. See, we had a choice, our elders rejected it. And please also understand, Rajdeep, that, these people who do not know political history of India say, oh, Muslims voted for the Pakistan. No. It is those elite Muslims who were either educated, who were either Nawabs, who were paying some income tax. 85% of Muslims didn't vote for in that election. And there is no such pressure on me. And why should I say something about my country under someone's pressure? You know, this is the love which comes out. I was born over here and inshallah I will die over here. So people who are wrongly assuming that there's a loyalty test, there is no such loyalty test. Maybe it is in their mind. And these people have a sick mind when if they think on those lines of what you have just said.
But there are those like Indresh Kumar, the RSS leader, who said today, if terrorists have no religion, then why are Islamic funeral prayers being recited for them? Why do people participate in terrorist funeral? This means terrorists have a religion. What would you like to tell today the likes of Indresh Kumar?
Well, he should first of all shut up for once. And secondly, he should see what happened to Ajmal Kasab. Muslims refused to bury Ajmal Kasab's body after he was hanged, after our courts had given him all the opportunity, and then the courts decided that capital punishment should be given to him. So would he talk in the same way about Nathuram Godse, the killers of Mahatma Gandhi? Who is he to bring into to ask such questions? What will he say to all those Naxalites? What would he say to killers of Indira Gandhi? What would he say to the people who killed Rajiv Gandhi? I mean, even at such a time, this fellow talks in such a language.
Sir, very interestingly though, that while Indresh Kumar is using this kind of language, the BJP leadership, I am told, reached out to you. You were invited to the all-party meeting. Amit Shah personally called you up to invite you to the meeting after your name was originally not there. Are you getting signs that the Modi government is aware that they also need to be on the front foot and ensure that this is not a moment to allow anyone to stir a Hindu-Muslim divide, because that is exactly what Pakistan wants? They want the Asaduddin Owaisis in a way to speak out.
See, I am not aware of the government, what the government wants, because I am not a spokesperson for the ruling party. But as a parliamentarian, as an Indian, I can say that if we continue to behave in this stupid way, it will bring smile on the faces of LET and the ISI and the deep state in Pakistan would be happy. Because you see, Rajdeep, today in Mangalore, during some cricket match, someone was killed, mob lynched, because someone had made allegation he happened to raise some slogan. In Nagpur, a Kashmiri student was slapped. And for God's sake, understand that what we are seeing in Kashmir now is an organic agitation and protest against Pakistan and the terrorism which Pakistan has perpetrated. You know, if a place called Supor, which has no tourist over there, you have people coming out in the night and holding a candlelight vigil against what happened in Pahalgam. I hope and I request Mr. Narendra Modi's government to fully use this situation in Kashmir, where common Kashmiris, without any backing, without any design, they are coming out on streets and outrightly condemning the terrorism perpetrated by Pakistan and Lashkar and ISI. This is a golden opportunity for the government of the day to use it.
You know, it's important what you're saying just now. You see a ray of light in the way Kashmiris have spontaneously come out on the streets, bands have been called. You see a ray of light. Importantly, is there a message, therefore, to Pakistan above all else, that you cannot divide India anymore on religious lines?
Rajdeep, this is a golden opportunity for our country, for Mr. Narendra Modi, for Mr. Amit Shah, to reach out to Kashmiris and to stop any Kashmiris being assaulted or being questioned about their loyalty. I say again, a place like Sopore, which has no tourist over there, they are outrightly, without any government or any police or any CRPF guys telling, they just came out. So I think so. A strong message has gone from the Kashmiris that they reject this vulgar, this brutal form of terrorism which Pakistan is doing in Kashmir. They are tired, and you see, they are stuck in a tunnel now. But what they are seeing now is that yes, we see some light at the end of the tunnel, and as an Indian, I am telling you, the Kashmiris are as patriot as you and me. Every society has some black sheep, but you cannot generalize the whole Kashmiris. I mean, that is a completely wrong notion to accept and to say.
Do you also believe then, Mr. Owaisi, that this is also the time to break the back of Pakistan-based terror? The Prime Minister says unimaginable consequences will be heaped. Do you believe the time has come to walk the talk and actually send out a tough, unambiguous message to the Pakistani deep state, the army state?
I wish Narendra Modi in 2019 itself had gone into POK and occupied all those launching pads area. Now, what the government wants to do, Rajdeep, me and you don't know. But as an Indian and as a person who's concerned and pained by what happened in Pahalgam, I hope that a strong action will be taken, because Article 51 of the UN, United Nations, allows a state to act in self-defense against state actors as well. There is a resolution which was passed by Security Council after 9/11, which places responsibility on Pakistan not to promote, not to finance. And thirdly, I am saying again, it is high time that the Indian government ensures that Pakistan is brought in grey list of FATF, and international law allows us to ensure that we block Pakistan Air Force and their Navy, and we must ask for sanctions. This is very important. And whatever military action the government takes, we'll definitely support them. It is high time we put an end to this terrorism, because Pakistan is a failed state. I say again that they're half an hour behind India. They're not half an hour behind India, Rajdeep. They are at least 30 years behind India. And that is why you see all these feudal politicians for Pakistan talking complete rubbish and nonsense. It is high time that we show them a mirror.
I saw the strong response you gave to Bilawal Bhutto, who spoke about blood would flow if the Indus Water Treaty was held in abeyance. Your message, therefore, Asaduddin Owaisi, am I clear in conclusion? Unambiguous message to the Pakistani leadership. Don't you dare try and divide India. It will not work. India will not be divided on Hindu-Muslim lines. You cannot link religion and terror. That will be rejected by the people of India, but particularly by the large Muslim population in this country. Am I right?
No, you're absolutely right. Not only that, but the Pakistani establishment should realize that they have a Baluchi problem. You are killing people who are praying in masjids in your own country. You are killing people because you happen to call them Mahajirs. You are killing people because they happen to be Pathans. So it is high time that the Pakistan look into their, into their own society, deep society, and see what is happening in their country. A country which cannot even make a tablet for malaria. You cannot even make tires over there. For God's sake, do not test the patience of our country. 26/11, Rajdeep. So many terrorist attacks which have been perpetrated in Pakistan. It's a completely failed state.
Pakistan is a failed state, is your message to General Munir. If General Munir, you're listening, here is Asaduddin Owaisi, loud and clear. You are a failed state which is not just 30 minutes behind India, but 30 years behind India. And the two-nation theory is being rejected. Asaduddin Owaisi, for speaking so plainly to me, appreciate your joining us.